Hey everyone, this is Jerry with Credit on Point, and I wanted to talk about a very popular question that I get asked a lot, and that is, can an authorized user trade line help me increase my credit score and start getting approvals for high limit credit cards, right? Or whatever it is that you're trying to get approved for. Now, for those who aren't familiar with an authorized user trade line, an authorized user trade line is basically when you piggyback off somebody else's credit history, right? So, for example, if I were to have a Capital One credit card and I were to have great history and I've never been late, and I have a friend of mine who wants to, you know, uh, get some sort of credit history or whatever it is. There's a few things that you can do with authorized user, but I'm going to use this example, right? So let's say they have no credit history and I then add this person under my account as an authorized user. So what happens is now, depending on the company, right, my credit history is not going to reflect on that person's credit report, but it's going to report as an authorized user trade line. So that's very important to understand. Okay, and the reason why that's very important to understand is because you're being reported as an authorized user trade line, you're not the primary account holder. And the credit score isn't going to have, not the credit score, the trade line isn't going to have as much as an effect on your credit report as it would have if it were your own credit card, if that makes sense, right? So now you're essentially just borrowing somebody else's credit. Now, to answer the question, yes, an authorized user will raise your credit score. Now, the problem is if you simply only have authorized user trade lines, um, you're not guaranteed to get approvals, right? It's not even guaranteed that, um, any company is going to even want to do business with you because now these days the computer systems are much more advanced, right? So now they can detect these authorized user trade lines. Back in the day, people would just add a bunch of authorized user trade lines, apply for credit cards, and get approved for big limit credit cards, right? Now they're not doing that anymore, right? So what they're doing is they want to see not only do you have an authorized user, but they want to see if you have your own primary trade lines, right? Now, there are some companies out there that will prove you with just an authorized user, but if they do, they're probably not going to give you as much as they would have if those were your own trade lines. Now, there's a strategy to adding authorized user trade lines to your credit report. That way you can leverage the authorized user trade line to start getting approval. So simply adding an authorized user trade line to your credit report is not enough for you to get approved, if that makes sense, right? So you need to have a mixture of your own primary accounts and and maybe an authorized user if you go that route. You don't have to go that route to get an authorized user, but that's if you're trying to expedite the process. So if you want to learn how to I actually have a process to add an authorized user trade lines to your credit report and leveraging that way you can start getting approved. You're trying to get approved for that car, you're trying to get approved for a credit card, if you want to boost your credit score. But there's a proper way and there's a proper strategy to doing this. And in this free webinar that I offer, is completely free, no charge. I'm not charging anything for it. I go over this. So if you want to learn more about this, click on the link wherever it's located. It should be at the bottom of this page, and check out the video. And from there, you know what I'm saying, if you have any questions, you have any concerns, just hit us up. All right. I hope this video was informative, and I hope to see you soon. All right. Peace.